Need to replace the igniter on your Pit Boss KC combo? You may have heard it called the hot rod, and today we're swapping it for a brand new one. We'll walk it in clean technical diagrams to see the repair from angles that are hard to catch on camera. It's an easy job, about 20 minutes with a Phillips screwdriver and a hex key. Let's get into it. Step 1. But first, power off, cord unplugged, and everything cool to the touch. Then, we can work. Lift the cooking grates straight up and out of the pellet chamber and set them aside where they won't get stepped on. Step 2. Underneath the grates sits the flame broiler, a sliding plate that shields the fire. Slide it open, then lift the main plate and the slider straight out. They aren't bolted down, so they come right up, and now you can see the burn pot at the bottom of the chamber. Step 3. Scoop out any ash and unburned pellets from the burn pot until it's clean. This matters. A burn pot packed with debris can bury the igniter, which is often why it stopped lighting in the first place. With it clean, you'll see the igniter, a metal rod running into the side of the burn pot. Step 4. The igniter is held in place by a single set screw on the outside of the burn pot housing. Find it and loosen it with a hex key, just enough to free the rod. You don't need to take the screw all the way out. Step 5. Follow the igniter's wire away from the burn pot to its connector. It unplugs by hand. Pinch the two halves and pull them apart. If the connector is tucked up under the hopper, you may need to open the access panel beneath the hopper lid to reach it. Step 6. With the set screw loose and the wire free, pull the old igniter straight out of the burn pot. Take a second to notice how far it was seated. You'll want the new one to sit the same way. Step 7. Slide the new igniter into the same port to the same depth the old one sat. The tip should reach into the burn pot where the pellets collect, close enough to light them, but not jammed against the far wall. Step 8. Push the two halves of the connector back together until they click. Then snug the set screw back down against the rod to lock it at that depth. Firm is enough. You don't need to crank on it. Step 9. Before you close it all up, test it. With the burn pot still exposed, plug the grill back in and start it on the smoke setting, lid open. The auger will drop pellets into the burn pot, and the igniter will start heating them. Do not touch the igniter. It gets extremely hot. Within a couple of minutes, you should see the pellets catch and flames rise from the burn pot. That's your sign the repair worked. Shut it off and let it cool completely. Step 10. Once everything is cool, build it back. Drop the flame broiler main plate and the slider back into place. Close the slider and set the cooking grates back on top. That's the repair. You're done. Now, let's make sure it's working. Start the grill like you would for a normal cook. You should hear the fan and see smoke within a few minutes. Set a temperature and watch it climb. It should reach your set point and hold there, and check the control board. No igniter error on the screen. Pass all of these, and this repair is finished. 2 quick things before you go. First, the number 1 reason a good igniter stops working is a dirty burn pot. Ash and pellet crumbs pile up and smother it. Scoop the burn pot out every couple of cooks, and your igniter will last. And second, if a brand new igniter still won't heat, check the fuse before you blame the part. There's a 5 amp fuse on the control board behind the panel under the hopper lid. It's a cheap fix, and it saved a lot of igniters from the trash. And to keep it that way, Pit Boss says to clean out the burn pot every 2 to 3 cooks. It takes a minute with a shop vacuum, and it's the single best thing you can do to keep your grill lighting on the first try every time. That's it. Everything we used is linked in the description below. If this video helped you out, please hit like and subscribe, and check out these other videos. Thanks for watching.